My name is Fotis Psomopoulos. I'm a researcher in the Institute of Applied Biosciences at the Center of Research and Technology Hellas, that's in Greece, Thessaloniki, it's northern Greece. My research is mainly in large-scale analysis of biological data. Specifically, I'm looking into the evolutionary histories of proteins, genes, and how this can be translated into what we see nowadays in modern biodiversity. I've been using grid resources and large-scale analysis tools for almost a decade, I think now. And I find it quite useful because it really helps me work around in my actual work, everyday work. Actually, I think it's quite essential to do something like that right now because we are currently transitioning research from gene-based and genome-based studies to genome-wide studies and population studies, which means the complexity of the problem itself quite scales up. And you actually cannot do the work you need to do using conventional means, such as a personal PC or even a cluster, your local cluster. So you have to develop the tools to either port your own applications into a large-scale framework, such as a grid infrastructure, a cloud infrastructure, or at the very least to utilize these resources to make your life at least a little bit easier. So in a sense, life sciences as they are growing right now and e-science, grid infrastructure, cloud computing and so forth, are quite closely interconnected. You cannot do one without the other. At least we are talking about real, actual large-scale analysis of data. You can always do smaller case data, such as gene analysis or specific targeted component analysis. You can do that on your personal computer. But if you want to really investigate how life is right now and how all these molecules, compounds or genes are interconnected with each other, you need to actually have these resources available. My first advice would be if you are really into this large-scale analysis in the life sciences, bioinformatics, the first thing that you should do is get yourself acquainted with what the resources available are. I mean, you need to understand a few things about high-performance computing, grid computing, and the first thing I would do is what I did actually, was to get myself familiar with the people around me in the local area are already working on the grid infrastructure. And then make yourself comfortable using the provided tools. Nowadays the tools are much more easier than 10 years ago, which was purely command line. Now there are beautiful user interfaces that you can use to do your everyday work. So my advice in a nutshell, go find the people that are actually working on that, make yourselves understand what the tools are there, what you can do with them, and go from there.